Good afternoon, tubbers. I'm in Derby at the minute. I've been dropping Central Derby. I know Derby pretty well. Years ago, when I was a young un, I used to work for my father in a fencing business. Not that, the kind of stuff that keeps people out. And I used to do a lot for Derby City Council. So every day we come to Derby. So I know Derby pretty well. Plus the fact I grew up in South Derbyshire. So Derby was our go-to place. Ritz's. We used to go to Ritz's. And Pink Coconut. No, it wasn't a gay bar. Honest. No, it really wasn't. It was a straight bar. But yeah, Pink Coconut. I wonder if anybody out there remembers the Pink Coconut. I don't even know if it's still going or not. Yeah. Oh, go away.
Traffic remains heavy on the A.
I'm in a brand new truck today. It had the delivery miles on it pretty much. 1,000 kilometres. That's about your lot. Yes. So work's been a bit funny. I don't know if anybody else out there is on agency experienced any of this, but the run up to Christmas was a bit sporadic. I managed to eke a living, and I got a week's work booked in Melton Mowbray for this week I'm on now. Bearing in mind it's Friday the 8th of January today, so I got a full week booked. The Monday I turned up, I think as I've already explained, I pulled up into the car park. I got a phone call from the agency telling me that they didn't want me that day because they weren't as busy as they thought they were going to be. Fair enough, I get paid 8 hours for that. Off I toddle, enjoy my day off. Tuesday, I goes in and I goes to Dudley. And I know if you've seen my other vlogs, I've already done a couple of runs in Dudley. So I quite like the Dudley inns. They're all right. So yeah, I had a good day out in Birmingham. Got all the drops done, all the collections done. Bish bash bosh. Then I get a phone call, just as I'm about to set home from Birmingham, telling me that they don't want me for the rest of the week because they're dead. And okay, fair enough. So anyway, I'm waiting for the phone to go. I was registered with two agencies at this point, and the one in Leicester, that's the one that got me the mountain work. So no, I've heard nothing from the Nottingham one. So a bit of a sulk on Wednesday. I decided to go and register with a couple more. I thought, well, it won't hurt, will it? So I went registered with another one in Nottingham, Central Nottingham. They've been going quite a while, 8-9 years. And I registered with another one in Mansfield, which is North Nottinghamshire. So that's right on the edge of my limit where I want to be driving. I mean, I've worked out of Leicester for the past God knows how many years, and for me that was 27 miles away. So Mansfield's only as far in the other direction, so it's not a big deal. It's straight up the A1 for me. So yeah, so I registered with these two agencies yesterday. So between the two, because when you go and sign on with the agency, you don't just say hello, can I drive for you? You have to give them all your details, and they want your bank details, detect your card, passport, verify your national insurance, blah 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 blah. And also, they tend to do you it's usually multiple choice, but a competency test really. Make sure that you know what you're doing, which I've passed them all at the minute. So yeah, it took all day pretty much. The time I'd finished. Got home last night, no phone calls, and I told the agencies, look, I said, I'm quite happy to receive a phone call early doors. I keep my phone next to me, give me a ring, and I'll do my very best to help you out. So, oh, okay, that's nice to know. This morning, bearing in mind, my son woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and he's a great sleeper. I get no problems with my son, I can't gripe. But last night he woke up at 3 o'clock in the bleeding morning. Woke me up. And he decided, in his infinite wisdom, that he was going to get his tablet. And I don't mean penicillin or whatever, I mean tablet. So he went downstairs, down the creaky staircase, and he come back up the creaky staircase, and I shouted, I said, "What are you doing?" "Nothing." I said, "You are? You got that tablet?" "Yeah." "Well, you can bring that here. You'll never sleep. If he'd got hold of that, he wouldn't have slept. He's got school today." So I had to confiscate that off him. And then about 10 minutes later, the bedroom door opens. Pitter, patter, pitter, patter. I shouts at him, "What are you doing?" He'd only tried to sneak in the room to get his tablet from my bedside cabinet. It weren't happening, let me tell you. If there's any parents out there that'll know, your ears are well tuned for such things. And yeah, so he woke me up, and I didn't get back to sleep. So I went downstairs as not to disturb my wife, and I lay on the settee, watching, funny enough, some of Luke Vernon's old vlogs. Yeah, revisiting some of them, hoping that I'd drop off, but I didn't. And next minute, just gone 6 o'clock, I get a phone call, and I thought, I really don't want to answer it. I really don't want to answer it, because I've only had 3 hours sleep or whatever it was at that point. But I answered it, and it was this new agency out of Nottingham that I signed with. Somebody had let a place down in Ilkeston. Could I do it? I went, "Yep." "Can you be there for 8? I said, "I'll be there for 7:30. And I was. Dragged my carcass up, chucked my stuff on, brushed my teeth, and out I went. That was it. So no snap. No snap. Now, I've done all my drops, and I said to the guy at the transport office, I said to him, "You got some collections for me?" He said, "Well, I've only got one at the minute." I said, "Well, why don't I go to, I've come out without any lunch, because I was in a rush. I've spotted a Subway at the end of the road. Why don't I go there, have my Subway, give you time to put a few collections together?" And he said, "Yeah, great, works for me." So I went in this bleeding Subway. Bearing in mind, I used to live in the Caribbean, and we had Subways there. And this was back in the mid-1990s, towards late 90s. And some of you know Subway have been out there in America for years. But in this country, they're still relatively new, 6-7 years or whatever it is. So, and there's a standard you expect at a Subway. Efficiency is one of them. You know, they all sing off the same hymn sheet. They're all independently owned. It's a franchise, but they all have to, they're all audited and stuff like that. So I stood in this queue, and I'm waiting, moving no further on. These two behind the counter are the slowest. They look like they were operating in treacle. Just the lethargicness, you could shake them. Anyway, it was me and this old woman. This old woman started to chunt at me. I'm just about ready for tea time at this rate. And I didn't want to shout too loud, because I didn't want to offend anybody. I said, "Well, if you order a foot long, it'll last you till tea time." And she smiled. And then these pair stepped up to the counter, and they got a bloody shipping order. Great big list of stuff. They wanted salads and hot this and cold that and sub this. Oh, bleeding hell. Anyway, I held my patience. I sat there, stood there, and they start to move to the end of the counter. The girl behind her, she does more than fetches a bloody great big list out herself. And I'd set my timer because I just went on to a 15-minute break before I moved to a better place where I could take the other half hour. And I heard my phone going off, so I knew I'd been stood in that queue over 15 minutes, about 18 minutes in total. And when she fetched this list out of her pocket, that was enough for me. I turned on my heels and walked out. So I'm Hank Marvin. Not that I waste away, you understand, but it's not the point. Hard-working fella, I want my dinner. So I got the hump. I'm grumpy. Yeah, they were. But she said out loud, "Yeah, it's all." This one girl, she was making a fuss because there was no sweet corn. Oh, there's no sweet corn. Oh, how bad is that? There's no sweet corn. Oh my God, my darling, get a life. Yeah, it was supposed to come in today, but it didn't. And the manager's been off for the past week, and it's all gone to pot. I thought, oh my God. And as you know, my background is catering, and I wanted to tell them exactly what to do and how to. They were still trying to set up, the truth be told, when a load come in. Mise en place, that's always the key. If you're not ready, and it goes in any industry, not just catering, if you're not set up, if you're not ready for your work, your daily work, yeah, then you're chasing your tail all day long. Dead important that is, to get ready. And they weren't ready. So yeah, I'm sat here with my belly bleeding, rumbling like a kettle drum, and you know, I'm let down. I just wanted my scram, man. But yeah, so I might have to try and that'll be a cheese and onion pasty, something like that, wouldn't it? Somewhere along the line. But yeah, on a lighter note, I'm in a brand new truck. It literally got the delivery miles on it, pretty much, give or take. Perhaps somebody's been out in it once. I went to this yard, and I've been there 10 minutes, and the bloke offered me a job. I said, "I don't suppose you're looking for a job, are you?" I said, and like, I kind of like the freedom of being able to pick and choose what I want to do. And he said, because we took this guy on just before Christmas. He said, and so far he's been off 4 times. And bear in mind, Christmas was only a couple of weeks ago. So I should say reliability is an issue then. He went, yeah. And I don't think he's doing very well. So I think they want a shot of him. So they offered me a job. And do you know what? When it gets slow like this, you almost want to press the panic button and do it. But it's quite a way out of my way. The other side of Nottingham, Ilkeston is. And it's just a bugger to get to. Unless you're there early doors. But yeah. So I said I'll have a chat with them when I get back, see what happens. But they've got a lovely fleet. This one's a rental truck, but even their own trucks, there's no old bangers, no old clunkers. They're all pretty much, and they seem to favour the MAN. So let me give you a quick tour of this wagon. But yeah, it's I quite like it. There we go. Look. I'm going to turn the ignition on. Oh, I didn't do it. That normally comes up. It says MAN. Let me try it again. No, it did it donkeys. Let me try turning that off. Play ball, come on, I'm trying to show somebody something here. Turn it off. Turn it on again. No, just coming up radio bleeding 2, isn't it? Yeah, I know, it's got quite a nice display, it's dead easy to use. Lots of bells and whistles that I don't know what to do. It's a big truck, this is, quite a big wagon. I don't know what its mass is, but yeah, there's a bunk there, look, which is pinned up at the moment. No, I don't know if that's either space for a fridge or it is I don't think it is a fridge. But yeah, quite modern looking spec this is. Taco's up there. Yeah, MAN. Quite nice. But I would say that's coming off. And it's brand new. Which that's not very good. That'll be shiny enough, won't it, come this time next year. But yeah, and I don't think, right, you see that, I don't think it's 20 foot high. So somebody needs to set that, because I went under a bridge today that was 14 foot 6. Now it's only experience tells me that this isn't over 14 foot 6. But coming out of Ilkeston, I did go under a bridge and I did clench my buttocks. Because I crept under it. I thought, I don't want to rip this. Because funnily enough, on the way in, the route I took, there was foam and aluminium all over the sides of the road, which had indicated that a lorry had been under this particular bridge and ripped its top off. And by the amount of debris that was about, I imagine it took most of its roof off, and you don't want to do that. You really don't want to do that. So I'll take a quick walk around it. It's dirty, but that's not my doing. You've got to remember that. It's got no livery on it, so we're cool. But yeah. 65 plate. Look at that. It's the sun. MAN. Quite high up in this. It's quite a long vehicle as well. All the new wagons have got the reflective tape on, the markers. Look, I've got what's it undone there. Sort that out. Yeah. Shiny new tailgate, look. And I like this. They drop out, so you can. There's not many of them come equipped with them. Yeah, just does want to clean. Mind you, we've had so much rain. A couple of days out to do this to a wagon, but I shall clean it when I get back, even though I haven't done all this. But yeah, it's quite high up. And you got the hydraulics for the rear axle, the levelling, and you've also got 2 big storage bins, which they go under the sleeper. So if you ever break down, that's where your lugs are normally kept. This that fits into the front of the lorry, so you can be towed away. Yes, so that's what I've been up to. I don't know what I'll be doing next week. I need to be working. I've got a holiday to pay for, which I've booked, so I need to pay for that. I was seriously looking at my class 1. I thought, well, if January's going to be dead, then it might be a good time to do my class 1, you know. But it's money, isn't it? It's always money. And class 1, you're looking at £1,000, 1,200 quid, there or thereabouts. There's some companies doing it out there for about 800 quid, 850 quid, and that's included the, I think it's £125 test fee, which is really cheap, but they tend to be rigids like this with a drawbar unit on the back. And I'm not being funny, I wouldn't want to pass my test in one of those and then the next day go and drive an Arctic. I mean, they're two different animals, totally different. They behave differently, they hook up differently. No, that's not. No, definitely not. I wouldn't want that. So yeah, that's a serious consideration at the minute, getting that Class 1 done. Because that's, I don't know about you, but you set yourself goals every year, every New Year's. What do you want to achieve this year? And you'll say, yeah, lose weight. Yeah, well, that won't happen. Never does. So, how are you to say it? But yeah, lose a bit of weight. Yeah, whatever. But no, I've said I'd like to have my Class 1 done by July this year, because then I've had a full 12 months experience on the Class 2s. So we'll sort of see. But yeah, I'll go and see what I've got to collect now, see what they've got for me, and see if I can find a past this bloody Subway. Oh, I should be having words. Strong words. That woman in that car just looked at me, gone out, because I was waggling my finger about talking to myself. I'm not crazy. She's the one that's crazy. Sent me to an institution. Said it was the only solution. I'm not crazy. You're the one that's crazy. Right. Toodaloos. Drive safe. Ta-ta.